Just got in town, and I won't let cumulus clouds all in the sky ruin my vibe. Usually I don't do this often, but since recruiting isn't an option due to unusual rain and thunder, baby I wonder. Baby, I wonder, would you just put your sweats on for me? Yeah. I got the plug, I made the call for me. I'm talking late night for you. Let me lay a great time on you. Don't hesitate, no, don't you? Just say you will, will. Come through and chill. Just say you will, come through and chill.
With you tonight is on a island. It's about time for waking up. Found you wasn't with me waking up. Now you said I couldn't miss your touch. I needed to distance myself from you. I was just in love with you. So I confess, won't you? Can I tell you something for why it's what we've had in place on that? Take you there, take you. Show you something, give you more than words. We've had in place on that. Take you there, take you.
All right, that what going on, young lady? What going on, Lynn?
Nothing much. Glad to be back.
Hey, man, we in here today. Hey, Love Deposit Wednesday. You know what's going on. Hey, man, it's your boy, Big Goo. I'm talking about, the love guru, relationship specialist. You know what I'm saying? Relationship guru. Big Goo. You know that's where it came from, the term Goo. The Goo come, out of relationship guru.
Mm-hmm.
On the web series Atlanta Avenue. So our relationship guru, then then it just transformed into Big Goo. So I'm welcome to. So I'm happy to be back. I mean, I'm talking about, and for the first time, people, look, y'all start clapping. Y'all put y'all hand together right now, man, because y'all ain't seen her before, but I'm about to bring her up right now. Here we go. You know what I'm saying? Wave to the people, young lady. There we go, man. Hey. Look, it's going down, man. Hey, Kel, Universe, what it do, boy? Kel, where you at, man? Glad you can check in, Kel, man. We getting ready to talk this talk today. Yeah, we getting ready to talk it. We getting ready to talk this talk today. It's a lot of people out here. They just in something to be in something, and and what's so funny to me and what I really like. What's so funny to me is that people are always talking about they don't settle. They say they don't settle. I don't settle for nothing. I'm not gonna settle for this. I'm not gonna settle for that. Boy, you in Carrollton. I'm in Douglasville. Come pull up. Come through. Pull up. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Come
right
get some of this
door.
smoke. Hey, Kel, come get some of this smoke, Kel. Hey, come get some of this smoke, dog. Hey, come get some of this smoke, man. We big going in here. So first of all, what you got to say about settling? Let's see what you got to say about settling before I get off.
I'm trying to think if I want you to get off first, because you know.
I didn't want to know what you think about it.
I don't believe in settling. I don't believe people should settle.
Okay, that's what I wanted you to say. That's what I wanted you to say, because what happens is it's called settling down for a reason. It's called settling down for a reason.
That's what they say. But no, I honestly believe that people should take the time, make sure the person that they're with is the person that they should be with, or that is a good partner.
What you
And
mean? So when you say the person that they should be with, how do you determine what they should and shouldn't be with?
some people decide to date for different reasons. Some people decide to date based on, or settle based on the way someone looks, that old trophy wife ideal and everything like that. And it doesn't produce happiness, it doesn't produce, productivity. Like, it's just drama. Drama, stress, all that other stuff comes with not making sure that you and that person that you're with is like equally yoked and actually, are vibing together, compatible.
Yeah, here we go with this equally yoked stuff again. Uh, Here we go with the equally yoked stuff again. But we talking about settling, and and what and I think we all do settle. Like we said, people say they don't settle for anything, but then is that the car? It's the car you're driving is your dream car. That's the car you grow up thinking about. And it probably, in most people's case, they'll say no, they won't something else, but they had to be happy with God, with what God gave them. They had to learn to be happy with that blessing. So they set. So in a sense, they settle.
No, but the car's not permanent.
They're not.
Marriage, it should be permanent, or you should be walking into it like it's permanent. If I had to choose whether or not, like, if I could only get one car in my life, you think I'm just gonna get the little hoopty or the bucket? Nah, I'm gonna wait.
That's what you need,
be patient.
but it play a part though. You know what I'm saying? But it play a part.
That's the dating part of it all.
Yeah, but it play a part. So dating is playing your part. Like you might not be the person for the person forever. You know what I'm saying? Your job might be to get them ready for their forever person.
Yeah.
That might be your job.
I know, but that's not settling though.
Nah, it's not. You know what I'm saying? But you settle, but to have what you need at the time. Same thing like the car. Like that might not be your dream car, but in the meantime, but in the meantime, I need to get from point A to point B. In the meantime, while I'm growing and developing, it's some experiences I need to have. I need to go through. It's some pain I need to feel. It's some love I need to feel. It's some so I can understand how to manage myself in my future. So I have to, you know what I mean? So your first mate may not be, you know what I'm saying, the Bentley. You know what I'm saying? Your first mate may be, you know what I'm saying, the used Honda.
So you're saying that people should get into, are we talking about marriage, or are we talking about just settling to kind of be with whoever we're going to be with in the moment?
Just saying that
like
people,
dating or whatever.
No, I'm saying people just settle because they settle. People just be settling.
Yeah, I agree.
They
with
just
you.
settle because that's what we do as a people.
Should.
That's our human nature is to settle. That's why we say settle down. You know what I'm saying? Like if you dating somebody, if you dating somebody, or who you married to somebody, it doesn't matter. That's not the person you dreamed of.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? So you said that's not you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's not you're not what I thought about, and I know I'm not what you thought about when we thought about what we thought about. So I get it. But you know what I'm saying? But that doesn't mean that that this love ain't real, this dream, like I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I may have learned to or experience love in a new way, like, wow, you know what I'm saying? I never dreamed of this. You know what I mean? It's like, wow, I got, you know what I'm saying, to actually know what it feels like for somebody to have your back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody riding with you to actually know what that feel like. Yeah. So, you know what I mean? So, so it may not be what I dreamed of. So I settled. And you settle. We all settle. Right. That's what we do in human nature. Right.
But there's certain things and qualities that I think people should not be settling for or with. But they'll sit there and accept, the stuff that's going to be more conflict. You know what I'm saying? When they shouldn't be settling for that. They need to take their time and make sure that the person that they're choosing is someone that, is going to build them up and give them all those things. But like you said, we could be talking about the same exact person. If that person is somebody that's good for you and that gives you what you need, then hey, you know what I'm saying? That might be the person to settle with, but not to just say settle just because. Not to just find somebody that you're not attracted to, that you are not compatible with, that you don't, you know what I'm saying, vibe with. and just to be with them.
And so you agree with what I'm saying and this concept of healthy settling, like health. Like I want to talk about today's episode is about the healthy
The
settler,
healthy settler.
the healthy settler. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a way. So what Lynn is saying, like Lynn is saying, just don't settle just to be settling. You know what I'm saying? That's unhealthy settling.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Don't settle unhealthily, you know what I'm saying? But like if you just say, you know what, if you're looking for something to eat and you passing by all these restaurants, you know what I'm saying, just don't just settle for the, you know, the cheapest and the worst thing. That you know what I'm saying, at least, you know what I'm saying, at least try to find you a Chick-fil-A.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Something healthy.
Hey, at the minimum, at least a Chick-fil-A, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that Chick-fil-A game, the Chick-fil-A game got to be serious. Your Chick-fil-A game got to be serious. So now, as far as settling, how you view the word settle? Like, is that a negative word to you or a positive word?
I ain't never think of that.
That's why you're here talking to Big Guru. I'm the relationship guru.
I mean, settling is what it is. I think that I don't think people should settle. That's my point that I know I've been making. I don't think it's a good thing. Well, it depends.
You don't think so you think settling is a negative word?
No, I won't say that. I can't say that because I do believe that it's necessary for everybody to at some point settle down.
Wow. Yeah, you know, you're going to settle down. So that's what I'm saying. It's settling. You're going to settle down. Like, hey, you know, like if you got good sense, you couldn't wait to settle down. That settling down is, settling down is the new lit.
It's the new lit.
Yeah, settling down. Hey, I'm going to put that Big Goof and put it on the t-shirt. Settling down is the new lit. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying, your life I don't feel like your life is lit until, you know, or you find your running mate. Like, you can't win no track meets without your running mate. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know, like, if you're going to run for office, run for campaign, you know what I'm saying, who your running mates is, you know what I'm saying, who part of your campaign, that's determined if you can win or not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, you know, yeah, settling down is the new lit. You know what I'm saying? Settling down is the new lit.
Yeah.
Settling down is the new lit, man. So here we go. Now, so to the fact of settling down, you sent me some information about, you know, what men live longer with a mate and women die earlier with a mate. How that was?
Yeah. So let me see if I can remember how it went. So usually when women are single, they wind up living longer. When men are in marriages, they wind up living longer because they're taken care of. They have the woman that's making sure they're going to the doctors, making sure they're, you know, having healthy diets, just all the things that women do to take care of their mate. And it just kind of helps them prolong their life. So that I know that's the statistic that I wound up finding some information on, which was interesting to me because, you know, women are the ones that kind of want to be in relationships, you know, for the most part, more often than men, but, you know, it's counterproductive for the woman to be in the relationship and it's more productive for the man to be in a relationship.
Hey, my cousin told me yesterday, Tina, I'm gonna say her name, told me yesterday when a woman a real woman, he said when a woman a real woman, she said the man benefit more in a relationship when a woman is a real woman. Like when a woman do what a woman do, when a woman be a woman, there, you know what I'm saying, a man benefit more in a relationship than she will because, you know what I'm saying, because that's what women do.
Yeah,
they
they
the
take
rib,
care,
they
they-
the helpmate.
They take care of whoever they're around, whoever they care about and love.
Yeah, so she said, so, you know, so, but a lot of women get it confused and they want to try to benefit, you know, the same way, in the same aspects of what man benefit. but
Because they should. It should be a joint.
But I can't be you being a woman to me. I can't be a woman to you.
Well,
I have to.
not
But
that.
but your benefit is gonna be different from what mine is. You know what I'm saying? And
It'll
a lot of
be-
women don't understand it.
It'll be different, but I think one of the things that people fail to realize is that there's masculine and feminine in both men and women. And a lot of times men don't want to sit there and
See,
bring
you
out
trying to
their
put me on P Valley. That's what you trying to do.
I know.
You trying
I'm not
to-
saying you have to be
you
like
trying to Uncle Clifford me.
no, but I mean like the more sensitive side in a man. Like and not talking about
That
being
Uncle Clifford rule what? That Uncle Clifford rule 504 in this bit what?
Shut up.
Hey,
No. So it's just one of those things where like where women play to their masculine side when they're out working, when they're out handling business and you know what I'm saying, bringing home the bacon, being, a little bit more aggressive to get the things that they need to get done. That's the masculine side of a feminine woman, but at the same time a woman is still going to be and have those feminine qualities regardless, but it just might be a balance that she has. Men need to start playing into that as well, where they aren't, frowning at the fact that they're emotional or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying when I say, both people can kind of play different parts or similar parts in the situation, but a lot of guys be like, nah, I'm hard. I ain't trying to be sensitive. I ain't trying to show my emotions.
Now, I don't think that'd be hard because, you know what I'm saying, I fall into that category where I can be accused of, being emotionless or, not as sympathetic or not as caring. And in fact, deep down, I might care more than the person. I might care more for the person than the person care about me. But but the way that she show it is on the outside. The way, you know what I'm saying?
But that's part of it. I'm thinking that men should be showing theirs on the outside a little bit more
but
too.
you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? So that's saying in some cases, you know what I'm saying, that like you go, and you buy a car, like go back to the car, you buy a car, you bought a car, you ain't buy a boat. You be like, I with you, so I'm saying, that's like the boat saying, man, you know what I'm saying? See, but the car ain't gonna drive. It ain't gonna go ahead to get in the water like the boat. And you
Right.
might be a boat, so you the boat, I'm the car, and you want me to be the boat too.
People need to be able to work on things that they need to work on.
Now, see,
When you
but
go
that-
to a job and you don't know how to do the job, you learn how to do the dang on job so you can keep your job.
Right, or you make cool, cause I'm with adjustments. I'm with,
And that's on both parts. I'm not just saying for men. I'm saying for women too. A woman who can't, handle certain business, go ahead and learn how to like. I just can't do it. It shouldn't be an excuse because everybody can learn how to do something.
Right. So making adjustments. So we need to figure out, you know what I'm saying? I can't be the boat, but maybe we can figure out how to expand the boat and get the boat where I can drive my car up on the boat. You can pull it to the dock, you know what I'm saying? You can meet me there and I can drive my car up on the boat. So, you know what I'm saying? See, so me trying to be the boat. So, you know what I mean? So that make halftime adjustment. Let's figure out a way to win. You know what I'm saying? So, so instead of you just keep wanting what you wanting, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be adjustments. Another word for adjustment is settle. You got to settle for something. It's going to be something. It's going to be some
So
settling.
you saying a woman
The dust
should,
have to settle somewhere.
so a woman or a man or anybody, the person should settle for whatever. Like they shouldn't require more of their mate if they need more from their mate.
And it dust even settle.
Yeah.
So
And until you kick it back up because it's not supposed to be where it's at. Like, yeah, it's settled in your living room and then you clean it up.
yeah.
Or you move it somewhere
Even-
else.
Right, but dust even, but it's gonna keep settling. So the thing about it, like, or we can find a way to clean it up, like you said. You know what I mean? So that's another part of settling. Like, okay, we're gonna get to a point where we can get this swept away, wiped away, picked up, thrown away, whatever we need to do. We need to get rid of this because this dust here, it ain't healthy. So you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna settle on. So we're gonna get whatever decision we come to. It's gonna have to be an effective part of business, as far as getting what we need in or out the way for us to be successful. So we're gonna have to settle on some things. It's gonna, like, hey, how deep is that? What Keith Sweat was talking about? How deep is your love? You know what I'm saying? Like people don't even listen to songs. I bet you don't even know the word to "How Deep Is Your Love."
Probably not. No.
Right? See, you don't even know the word to "How Deep Is Your Love." But Keith Sweat, that what you talking about? How deep is your love? Is your love, you know what I'm saying? Is you more about proving a point or about really loving the person?
Yeah, like of course you should be loving the person, but at the same time you still have to, both parties need to be able to compromise and bend a little and work on things that they need to work on. Like it's not, you know, normal behavior for somebody to just be not wanting to move or not wanting to change. That probably comes from some type of trauma that they went through where they're scared to open up or they're scared to show their emotions or they're scared to, you know, physically outwardly show their affection because maybe at some point it wasn't received right. So
I see what you're doing.
I'm being real.
Nah, I see what you're doing. See, you talking from a licensed professional standpoint where, see, you going deep about, you know what I'm saying, they got unreleased trauma that they dealing with.
But that's usually the situation,
right,
though,
but
right?
You know what I'm saying, but you know, but I was still just on the ignorant level of it. And so, in that era, well, you know what I'm saying, I was still on the ignorant level of it, but yeah, they might have, you know, they might be afraid to release. And, you know, so is that such a bad thing, though, being afraid to release?
Yeah.
It
Like, I
is?
was just talking to a good friend of mine about how people need to actually, you know, stop trying to hide behind these, you know, make-believe walls and actually face their demons, face their, like, the things that they're afraid of. Face them because it helps them to grow into a better person in other areas of their lives, not just in relationship or whatever they're applying it to. Like, grow, like, do more, change, be better.
Hey, so what growth look like to you? What do like growth like? You know what I'm saying? So people, I hear that term a lot. You know what I'm saying? Growth.
Be better than you were yesterday. Actually try to improve yourself, whether learning something new, whether evolving past, you know, fears, you know, facing those fears, like developing those skills that you need to be a better version of yourself. You know, whatever that version of yourself that you envision and imagine yourself as, like actually doing the work to get there instead of just, you know, just talking and just kind of, you know what I'm saying, settling for the person that you are, and it's not somebody you're happy with, you know.
Hey, so you know, I'm gonna get back to my point. Healthy settling. you know what I'm saying. You know, like I would like to create a. I mean, cause I don't think I want people to get my point. My point is that, you know, if you a dreamer or you dream, I guess, or you have bigger visions, a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, hey, you know, you may be living in an apartment or you may be living in a house, but you
Right.
dreamed of living in a mansion. That's what your goal is. That's what your ambition is. So for right now, you get what you're doing. You settling.
Yes, yeah.
Because that's where, you know what I'm saying, because you're
But
not
no-
where you want to be.
But are you settling for that, or are you just making a pit stop? Like, are you just dealing with that right now while you can't, you know, while you don't have the other option, and you're not settling? If you're settling, then you're not still looking for the better. You're not still striving to
That
do
don't
better.
mean that you.
Yeah,
that don't mean that you're
settling
not
means-
putting selling. No, selling doesn't mean that you're not putting in the work to move forward. Selling doesn't mean that. Selling mean that I'm happy and I'm gonna be content with these blessings that I'm receiving at this point, because you know it could be worse. You know what I'm saying? Like so this person that I'm with at this point in my life. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I have a more obligation to myself to try to, you know what I'm saying, enjoy that person and to try to be try to be something got the blessing to that person. So but you know what I'm saying, but did I, you know, dream of the person that I'm with? No, and I don't think the person that I'm with dreamed of we didn't dream of each other. You You know what I'm saying? We never dream. So we really can say we never dreamed of this.
Right.
But it's a good this. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna have so you can be like that. You know what I'm saying? So we just say, you know what, we okay with the blessing God give us, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So we say, okay, we okay with the blessing God gave us, so we can settle down.
Yeah.
So, you know, so now
But that's different than what
The
we're
healthy
talking about.
settling.
That's different than what we're talking about when we talk about cars or houses and
nah,
stuff
same
like that.
thing. This car.
No, because you are still going to be upgrading your car and your house. You're not going to be upgrading the person you decided to settle with. Because that's not you settling with them. That's you making a pit stop.
No, I'm just saying, but you settle down. Nah, you settle down, not making a, you know, but you know what I'm saying. But it's gonna be a car.
You said it's going to be a car.
It's gonna be a house. It's gonna be a shirt.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a last meal that you end up, whatever it was at the time that you stop. You say, you know what, I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
Life over with, or
But that's
that
not
part
the only.
over with.
But that's not going to be the only car you have or the only shirt you have. Like you're still saying.
That
Now,
ain't the only person you'd have dated. But at
That's-
some point,
that's
it's
the
gonna
past,
stop. Right now, it does not. But it's gonna stop at some point. It got to stop. So you know what I'm saying. You say, you know what, I can't do this forever. You know what I mean? You're not gonna buy cars forever. Not gonna buy houses forever.
Right.
So at some point, you're gonna live out something with something.
Right, but when it comes to, like, say for example, a house, like if it's a house that I'm not happy with, I'm not gonna just sit there and settle for the house that I'm not happy with, or at least it doesn't have most of what I want in it. I'm going to keep
Thank
finding
you.
a new house
Until you
I
have
find
most
the
of
one.
they have most of what you
Exactly.
want in it. So then you're gonna settle down. Once you find, then you're gonna settle down.
Exactly.
It's still not 100.
Exactly, but
It's still not 100.
true.
You're
but
gonna settle.
But it has enough for me to still build in it, for me
But
to still create a foundation, for me to create it into a home. Like
still not 100.
It's still gonna fill me up and make me happy.
But it's still not 100. It
That's
might be an
fine.
80. So you settle.
No, but it doesn't have to be 100. You're never gonna get perfect. You're never
Right. So
gonna
you
get
said
perfect.
so at what percentage do you settle for? 80%,
Depends on the
90%.
person.
See what I'm saying? So, but you settle.
It
So now we
depends
get
on the
into.
person.
So now we get into the point where we know that we settled now. See what I'm saying? See, we know we settled. So now we got it to a percentage. So now we got the license land saying that okay. Yeah, we settled, but you know what I'm saying? But now it's that percentage rate. So now we got to get licensed land to say what percentage is a safe percentage to settle at. 95%.
I'm not saying no percentage. You're not about to get that out of me.
Hey, we
You
got
are not about to get that out of me because I don't even know where to. It depends on the person. It depends on the person. And I don't think it's about a percentage. It's about what they're bringing to the table. If I can still grow and build and be, you know, myself in it. You know, I went to go visit during some of the time when we were off, you know, for the few weeks or whatever. I went to go visit one of my great aunts, you know, in her 80s, and she's been married for the 40, well, however long, 60 years for a while. And she was saying that, you know, the reason why her marriage lasted is because he allows her to be who she is. Like, he doesn't try to change her. He is, you know what I'm saying, supportive of everything that she is, but they are that way with each other. A lot of people get into situations where they're trying to change their mate. They're not happy with their mate, so they're trying to change them into who they want them to be, and that's building conflict and also making somebody inauthentic. You know what I'm saying? And non-genuine in who they are. So it's like, why not just wait, find the person that you can be yourself with, find the person you can grow with, build with, become with, and, you know, deal with that. Like, instead of just finding someone that look good enough, that, you know, does enough of what you want them to, and then, you know, settle for that. Nah, I think you should settle for somebody that's at least going to give you, you know, a good part of what it is that you need.
Hey, you know what? And that's what a car do.
That's what a car is.
That's what a house do. You know what I'm saying? And that's what, you know what I'm saying, that's what anything you use do. It give you, you know what I'm saying, it give you, you know,
You
what
didn't
do
miss
you,
my whole point.
I mean, what do you have that give you 100% of its use?
I'm not saying 100% though.
I know it, but what do you have? they give you a really 100% its use.
I don't know how to quantify that. Like, I don't know where we start with that one.
Right. You know what I'm saying? That's why, you know what? But don't worry about it. I'm Big Goo. I'm Big Goo, so I trip the doctors up. I trip
I
the
don't know if
lawyers
you tripped
up.
me up, but
Yeah, I do. I trip them all up.
that sounds good.
I do. I trip them all up because I be telling them, man, you know what? I'd rather be retarded than stupid. They never understood that. Like how I'd rather be retarded than stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I go. One thing about being retarded, and the reason why I can say the word and use the word, cause I'm part of it. I'm part of that. That's my group. That's my clique. You know what I'm saying? I ride with, you know what I'm talking about? If you put me in the lunchroom, I'm sitting at the table with my crew. I'm sitting at the table with everybody you think something wrong with. That's who I'm sitting with. That's my crew. I'm one of them. I'm the spokesperson. So you know what I'm saying? So I'm speaking as one of us. And so I'd rather be retarded than stupid. You never see retarded people stressed out.
Why are we talking about this?
Because I just want you to understand something about settling. You know what I'm saying? I want you to really understand something about settling, like the healthy settler. I want you to really understand something about, you know what I'm saying? Some people see settling the word as a bad word. That's why I asked you if the word negative or positive to you. So, but some people see it as a bad word, but you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? But what I think healthy settling is, the healthy settling to me, to define healthy settling.
Thank you. You go ahead and you do that. I'm curious to know that.
Healthy settling to me is defined as I'm happy with what God blessed me with right now. I can't predict the future, but today I'm gonna try to have a good day. Tomorrow I'm gonna try to have a good day. I'm gonna try to have a good day today and a good day tomorrow. With what God gave, I'm gonna be happy with the blessings He gave me with right now. So you know what I mean? I'm gonna be, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be content in these moments.
So let me ask you something, because I'm curious to know. I wound up seeing the video the other day, and they were talking about how some people, mainly, men, but I'm going to say people, they'll be in a situation long term with somebody that they don't intend to, like settle down for the long haul, marry. They're with them for the moment until something else better comes along. Is that part of the process of just settling for now?
That's what that person who's doing that settled for. So you got to realize they happy and content with leading a person on. So they settle down in that zone.
Right.
You might not have settled down in that zone.
So it's different zones when it comes to settling.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they said
What's the
whatever
different
zone you
zones?
decide, you can create your own zone to settle. But the
Gotcha.
thing is, settling is settling. I don't care if you create your own zone to settle in or you settle down somebody else's zone, however it is. But at some point, you get tired. That's why at some point you got death is death. It ain't no difference between death. It ain't like, okay, you can classify, you die, you might got shot, burned up in fire, drowned. There's so many ways of different death. You can die in the death different zones. So, you know what I mean? So the same thing with it, like, you know what I mean? Regardless of what it happens, just like death, settling happens, death happens. These are factors of life that does not.
Why were you comparing death to settling, though?
Cause I'm saying I'm comparing it to something that's gonna happen regardless.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna happen. So death is probably the most extreme point that I could use to say it's gonna happen regardless.
It sounds like settling it makes it morbid. Like, you're gonna have to settle for this. You can't do nothing else but settle for this. Like, why can't it be a happy choice? Why can't it be something that you choose because it's what makes you better?
It can.
And I think that's what it should be, though.
It is. I mean, if that's what, but so if I were to use the example of something, regardless of what, and like something gonna make you happy, something, something gonna tickle your funny bone, something gonna make you smile. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Something's gonna bring you joy.
Right.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Okay.
Settling is gonna happen. So I could have used that point But just to make it stick and make you really understand the significance and the
So
weight
you're
of it.
saying just the general sense of settling for something or being content with something that you have.
Yeah.
That's kind of what you're saying. Now, when I think of settling, I'm kind of thinking more or less, when you decide that this is the only person you want to be with, the last person, this is who you're deciding to spend the rest of your life with. That's what I'm thinking kind of more when I say settling, not just being content with that person, but this is the person I'm choosing. Mm-hmm. So, like, to me, it's a little bit different, but like you said, there's different
Yeah, but you ain't. But
areas
listen,
of settling.
you
There's
hungry.
different
Listen,
facets.
nah, it's like you hungry, right? See, you want
Mm-hmm.
to get. See, you trying to pacify. I'm trying to. Yeah. I'm dead. I'm laying on the point. I'm going
Mm-hmm.
to sleep on it. So,
But we got to define it though, because I'm looking at it differently than what you're looking at it. You looking at like, yeah, I'm content with my life. I'm content with a lot of things in my life. Most things in my life I'm very content with. But that doesn't mean I'm settling for it. I'm happy with what I have right now at this moment, but that don't mean that's what I want. And that don't mean that's where I'm going to stop.
that mean you don't have a great ambition, though. So people say, so why does the word settling have to take away the word ambition? Why does settling take away ambition? So somebody
Because
explain
it
that to me.
seems kind of counterproductive. It seems like, settling for the status quo. When you think of stuff like that, settling for, just what you have right now, that type of energy to me is kind of like
You've been
you're
taught
not
wrong.
ambitious.
They've been taught wrong about the word "say." That's what I'm saying. We trying to recreate, and we trying to teach them. You know what I'm saying? There's no way impossible. We are taught that the word "settling" take away the word ambition.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like we taught that. Like that's just a culture taught that. It ain't just me and you, but it's a culture taught that.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what I'm saying? Settling take away the word ambition away. No, why? Them two different words in the first place. Why? So you gonna trick me to believe that because you know what?
Well, by your definition, when you say that to you settling is being content with something, then yeah, you can still have ambition after you're content or with what you're being content with something. But it just depends on, you just have to define it and make it make
defining
sense.
you. What you mean?
Because when you think of settling, like, let me look up the definition so we can get there, okay?
Hey, look up the definition of settling.
All right.
It says settling.
Let us see.
The healthy
To end or resolve by making a decision or coming to an agreement.
Right. See what I'm saying? And we're taught that it take the word ambition away. Now read the definition again. To
end or
or
resolve.
resolve. Hold on. To end or resolve.
Yep.
Nuh-uh. See what I'm saying? See, I want to get a word to the text analytical treatment. I want to get a word.
That's my mindset when you
to
said
end
settling.
or
It's like
resolve.
that's
Okay, now
that's
read the rest
final.
of it.
By making a decision or coming to an agreement.
By making a decision or coming to an agreement. Now that's so. What part of that say you can't be ambitious? What part of that say that because you're gonna be happy in your moment right now that you're gonna throw all your other
Because
blessings
when
away?
you've made a decision on something, like it kind of cuts off other options when you've made a decision. That's what, I understand in terms of making a decision and settling and resolving and coming to an end. That's making a choice.
What up, Dennis? Dennis checking in. Hey, what
Hey,
up,
Dennis.
Hey, what up, Dennis? Hey, but we in here rocking. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, we in here. Hey, we chilling. Hey, you hear that Aaliyah going on in the
I know.
background,
I'm sitting
right?
here jamming to it.
Right, you know what I'm saying? That Aaliyah going on around here. Hey, you know what I'm talking. And so, hey. And so, man, so healthy settling. So, I'm trying to encourage more healthy settlers, you know what I'm saying, to get away from this notion that you just settle. I ain't trying to go no settling. You know what I'm saying? If you settle down, that means I ain't trying to go nowhere else in life. I want to be removed from that notion. I want that notion to be out the door. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying? Because at some point down, you know what I'm saying, like, a dream deferred. Like some people they don't know what no poetry is. You know what I'm saying? You say a dream deferred. They ain't never heard of that. They ain't did that.
Raisin in the sun.
Mm-hmm. That is a dream deferred.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So why that dream been deferred? You have no other option but to be content in your moment. You're not there. You don't have it. You ain't. It didn't happen at this point. So wherever you want, it didn't happen at this point. I mean, so every day it's a step of settling. You know what I mean? You see, I mean, your steps settle every day. When you get up to walk to the door, every step you step, get what? You gotta settle for that step.
You gotta settle for this step.
You gotta settle for that step. Whatever step you take, you gotta settle for it. But that don't mean you ain't trying to get to the door. That don't mean you ain't trying to get out the door. That don't mean you ain't trying to get where you gotta get.
Mm-hmm.
But you gotta settle for every step.
Yeah, you gotta be content with it.
You gotta
be
settle for
content
every
with where
step.
you are.
That's the best way to say it. That's the best way to say it.
I know, but the word settle to me is just like, it just means different things for me. It means that you are, taking all other options off the table. Taking all other options off the table, and that's just the one you're focused on. So even if your ambition is driving towards that particular goal, you know what I'm saying? You're still narrowing your focus to settle on that career or to settle on that, you know what I'm saying? That person or that car. Like, even if you want to settle with that car, you going to sit there and juice up that car, make it the best you can. You know what I'm saying? Put energy into it, keep getting the fix, put another engine in it when that one break, put another transmission in it when that one break. But that's you settling for that. But it's different than if you plan on, this is temporary. I'm going to get me a new one once this one go, you know what I'm saying?
It's like going up, it's like going on, like you choose a career.
Mm-hmm.
And to be at the top of your profession or the top of the chart, but you go in, you might have to come in as an intern.
Mm-hmm.
You have to settle for that. That ain't saying that you ain't gonna be the CEO one day, but you got to settle for being an intern right now. That's where you at.
Nah, but you don't settle for that, though.
You did. You got to do it. It's a step.
No, you just deal with it.
But
But I think, like Hannah said, it's open to interpretation. I think it can go, like, it depends on how you're looking at the word settle. It depends on what how you view ambition and what you want and where you're going and stuff like that. I just honestly feel like, it's a difference. It's a difference between being content and settling for something.
Man, it's a way to be a healthy settler. That's all I'm saying. So you gotta say, hey, you know what I'm saying? I just want to get around and know people say they don't settle. I'm saying it's plenty of days you done ate Burger King. You don't even eat Burger King. You don't even eat McDonald's. That's what you say. But says plenty of days you had to settle for it for whatever the reason was.
I'm gonna deal with it because it's what I got. It's all I got right now.
Yeah, so you had to settle for that. You know what I'm talking about? So people be talking about they don't be settling.
But I can make another choice tomorrow, though. With stuff like that, I can make another choice tomorrow.
You could, but in that moment right now, you would think and to enjoy and to be thankful.
So you lump all of that into one. You lump, settling for any other thing into settling for a relationship, or when it comes to relationships as well. Is that all in the same category?
It's all in the same category because, maybe you did. So if you chose your mate like you chose your meals. Hey, if you chose...
Let me get some Chick-fil-A today.
Right. If you chose your mate how you chose your meal, what you really eating on? Know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying?
But that's like
some
choosing,
people
like,
a happy
if you can have
meal.
like a last meal. If you can have a last meal, what would that meal be?
Right.
Would you settle for the McDonald's or
if
the
they
fast
can't bring
food?
you nothing, or just die hungry.
No, but your ambition is what creates whatever
You'll just die
meal
hungry.
you want. No.
So if what you want they can't get it, or you can't get it at the moment, and this your last meal, so you gonna say, well, what's my other options?
How long is it gonna take for me to get the meal that I actually want?
Okay, well you can't get it. We ain't gonna be able to get it to you by the time you supposed to be dead. You'll be dead when it get here. So what else you want? So what else you want? So you're gonna have to settle for something else.
You silly.
Nah, these the truth. These the facts. These the truth. These the facts.
That is wild. No.
Nah, so you got to settle for people hate the word. They were taught it was a bad word because it removed everything. It removed all fight. That word settle for remove all fight, but understanding, what selling is. See, you read the definition of to resolve. I mean, like so it said. So to actually come to a conclusion about something. It's like, okay, so they teaching us it's unhealthy to become to a conclusion about something. So we got to stay in the fog forever for to be normal. But if we actually come to a conclusion, okay, Lord, or okay, person, whoever it is, this is where I'm at in this moment. I ain't gonna be clueless about that. I ain't gonna be in the fog about that. I ain't gonna pretend that this ain't what it is. In this moment. So, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to accept and embrace this moment. I'm going to settle down in this moment. I'm going to settle for that. They ain't saying that I ain't trying to get nowhere else.
Yeah.
You ain't saying I ain't trying to get nowhere else.
But that part, that's not settling. That's not settling. That's
You
not
gotta
coming to a
settle for-
decision.
you
That's
gotta
not
settle
coming
for
to an
every-
end or resolve. That's
Okay.
still leaving your options open. Right?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what it is. I mean,
don't
if you
know.
want to say it like that, then I'm settling for, the situation and circumstance that I'm in right now. But that don't mean that's where it ends. That don't mean.
You is.
But that's by your definition. It doesn't. No, like I don't.
You is. I mean, I have no. And listen, whatever it is, we settle for. We say we got to set every step. You got to settle for every step. Cause you gotta take it. You gotta put your foot down in it. You gotta walk it. You can't be wobbly.
No.
So you gotta accept it. That's what's going down. Hey, look, I took this step. I went this way. I believe this. This is what this is. I gotta settle for that.
You're confident in where you're going, but that doesn't mean you're settling for
You
it.
can't be confident without settling in the moment. There's no way for you to be Michael Jordan without settling into being Michael Jordan. There's no way you can do it. You got to settle to be Mike. You got to say, you know what? I'm Michael Jordan. Like Michael Jackson had, you know what? Yeah, I'm the greatest. He had to settle into, like, you know what? That's just what I
He
got to
settled
settle
into
for.
his career,
He settled into that thought.
but he didn't settle into, I'm not the best right now, so I'm just gonna keep what I
That
got
was
going.
a time when he was in
No,
Indiana.
Like, I'm going to be the best. I'm
But-
going to practice. I'm
okay.
going to keep going. I'm
And-
going to change teams as I need to until I am in a position to
So
have
he
the
knew he
best
wasn't the
and be
best,
the
right?
best.
So at some point he knew he wasn't the best, and that's where he stayed. You know what? I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna keep practicing because I
Right.
know
but
I
you
ain't
don't
the best.
settle for it. You don't
They ain't-
settle for anything.
But you gotta- but you-
settle for your career, but he didn't settle for. He settled to be a professional athlete, but he did not settle for the status quo that he was able to bring to the table. He improved himself. He got better. He improved, he did what he had to do. He moved around until he was in a position where he had what he wanted, where he got the things that he wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he had to settle at that point in time when he was in Gary, Indiana. I'm not the best. He had to accept that. He
That's
had
what
to
he
see.
said.
He had to accept it. That's another part of it's accepting where you at. That's how you get forward. So you know what? There's no point in saying, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna make the best of this because this is where I'm at. Because if I don't make the best of this, I ain't gonna be able to take the next step and get to where I want to go. So I gotta settle in where I'm at.
You're not gonna convince me of this one right here. You are not about to convince me of this.
Yeah, you already convinced. I already
No. Nope,
done
I think
showed
we're
you.
looking at it from different perspectives.
You already convinced.
Not quite.
You already convinced.
Not quite.
You convinced. Hey, you know what it is. Just like the people listening know what it is. They know. Big Gooden came through. Big Gooden came through. They already know. Big Gooden came through, man. Like, but to be happy and to be healthy, and understanding where you at. That's how you get a chance. You know what I'm saying? When you go to, the little alcohol meeting, you got to say, you know what, my name is such and such and I am an alcoholic. You have to, you know what I'm saying? You have to admit it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In order to beat it, you gotta admit it.
Yeah,
So
you
you
have
have
to
to
be
admit
comfortable in
so
where
in
you
order to get to
are.
the next step, you gotta, you know what I'm saying, you gotta accept where you at. That's, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And you gotta make the best of where you at, you know what I'm saying? So even in your career, the starting of your career, if you got to be an intern first, you got to settle down in that. You got to settle down. You got to settle. You got to settle down in that, and you got to make the best of it. If you want to show these people like what's his name? The Puffy did it.
But
Uh,
you don't never settle. You always looking for the
Puffy
next
had to settle and be an
opportunity.
intern. He
No,
did it.
but you looking for the next opportunity that
Damn me,
whenever
but I'm
you're in an
saying, but then
internship
I'm saying
position.
it doesn't. Because you
That's not
selling
you
doesn't
settling
take away
for it.
ambition. That's what I'm saying. You would talk, see, you still, and what I'm trying to do is break
Because
through
you
and bring the
you
gospel.
redefining settling to fit your
Because they taught you
concept.
wrong. That's why I'm
No.
redefining. I'm teaching you the right definition. I'm teaching it to you. I'm trying to tell you, like, selling doesn't take away ambition. There's no way the word selling should take away ambition. You read the definition. You know what I'm saying? When you read that definition, did it lead you to believe in any kind of way? It just should exclude the word ambition. You know what I mean? They read the definition again. So, okay, maybe I got it wrong. Maybe I got it wrong. Read the definition again.
It's about 8. Hold on, let me pull it
Did
up.
it
8
convince,
words.
right? But did it convince you to exclude the word ambition from your spirit when you think about settling? Did it?
Let's see what it says. To reach a decision or an agreement about something. Let me find. Oh, to end or resolve by making a decision or coming to an agreement. It's only a few words in that one sentence. So no, it would not lead me to believe that ambition isn't a part of it, because ambition isn't even a concept of settling.
So that's what we got.
That's what we got. That is what we have.
It doesn't. But is there anything in there that leads you to believe that the word ambition should be excluded?
We're not about to do that.
I'm just saying you brought up the definition. I'm just saying so.
I know, but there's so many words that's not in that definition. We can't say
Right.
like it's a lot of words. It doesn't say
But
a lot
what
of
you're
stuff.
talking about is selling mean that it's over with. Selling, you
To
can't sell
end
down
or
your-
to resolve, to make a
Right.
decision,
Right, to make a decision. So, okay,
to come
okay,
to
so
an agreement.
so
That's
okay.
all meaning finite.
So, but every step you take is an end or it's okay. I'm gonna take that step. So that's it. I made that decision. I take that right here. Boom. That's it. I done made that decision. At the end of the result. Now, what's the next thing? You know what I'm saying? It ain't say you gotta stay right there. Now, what's the next thing? Okay,
So what's
now I
wrong
have
with
to
using
take my
a
left
different
foot.
word that fits more better into the concept you're trying to bring up?
What you mean using better words?
I mean, we were just saying
These
you
great words.
came to conclusion. You decided like those words are just as fine. Like you are.
Then I'm going by the definition you read.
No, no, you're not.
Yeah, I am. The definition you read is what? What's it?
You want me to read it again?
Yeah, the definition is
All
what?
right, let me read it again. Hold on. It says, I'm going to go back. To end or resolve by making a decision or coming to an agreement.
To end, all right.
Or resolve by making a decision or coming to an agreement.
So to end of a resolve mean what? Come to a conclusion.
Right.
So you come to a conclusion. So I was going by the definition you gave. So you come to a conclusion. So we got a conclusion. So you make that step. That's a conclusion. End of that. So now it's on to the next step. If you're gonna take a next step, okay. So now, and whatever step that is, so you might be trying to walk it to the door. You might be trying to do like DJ Unk and walk it out. But you get to, but you're gonna take step after step. So each step is a conclusion. Each step.
We
You know,
going
each
in
step you gotta
circles.
settle for. Each step you take, you gotta settle for that step. Now, maybe you should have took a longer step. Maybe you should have took a shorter step. Or however you should have did it. But that's what happened. You gotta settle for them steps.
I don't know about this. I don't know about that.
Hey, well, I tell you what.
But I guess for you, what would you define as like a healthy settler? Like, what do you think the healthy part of settling should be or would be?
The healthy part of settling.
Mm-hmm.
The healthy part of settling for me is just being able to be honest with yourself. Like, don't lie to you. Like, you where you at.
Mm-hmm.
When you where you at, that ain't where you may always be. And even if you're on top, that's not where you may always be.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's a rotation. Life is a rotation of successes and joys and pains and failures and and all of these things. It's a conglomerate of these things. You were here to experience life.
Mm-hmm.
And a part of life is, you know, how have you ever heard people say, use what you got?
Mm-hmm. To get what you want. Yep.
Not just to get what you want, but you just gotta use what you got. You know what I'm saying? You gotta work with what you got.
Yeah.
So you may not, you know what I'm saying? You may have aspiration of being a millionaire, but you were born in the project. You were born in some poor. You were born in some horrid conditions.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's hard to accept that this is where I got to come from. So, but in order for me to thrive and get out there play, I got to settle for where I'm at. So I can play the game the way it need to be played. I can't play this game with my eyes down the street.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get hit in the face like that.
Right.
So, so I got to settle for where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And I got to play ball where I'm at. I got to make it from where I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
I got to do what I have to do, you know what I'm saying? So I can't lie to me and pretend like, oh, this ain't what it is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, what I think you're talking about is mentality. Like, you know what I'm saying? Mindset is what you're talking about. Just because you accept where you at doesn't mean that has to be your mindset. You know what I'm saying? So your mindset still can be, I'm bigger than this. I'm greater than this. I'm going farther than this.
Mm-hmm.
Your mindset. But for living in the moment and where you at, we settle. That don't mean your mindset can't be great. That don't mean your ambition got to be thrown away.
Mm-hmm.
We was taught this for some reason, but this is one of the secrets that, that I feel like we need to teach our people, like, regardless, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's okay, you know what I'm saying? Hey, if I play for the Golden State Nuggets, that's what I play for. I mean, the Warriors, if I play for them,
Mm-hmm.
I play for them. If I play for the San Antonio Spurs, now I may want to be on a championship team and be playing with somebody. But in the meantime, the only way I'm going to get there is to get down to settle in where I'm at and show the world what I can do.
Right.
So I got to settle in. I got to settle down. I got to settle. You know what I'm saying? I got to settle in this moment. I do. I got to settle. That's called humbleness. I got to settle in this moment.
But part of the mindset when you think settling, it's like you become content in the environment that you're in, and I don't think anybody should ever be content with something that's not exactly what they want. You have to keep your mind focused on what you want, like what your ideal is. Because when you start to think of less than what your ideal is, then you start to settle for, those alternatives.
Right.
That hunger that comes with the ambition is to get, because you want more, because there's more for you and there's more available for you. So you stay hungry. But when, for me, if my mindset went to settling on something that wasn't my ultimate, then I'm going to get comfortable in that environment, and that's not going to lead to me getting what I want. That's going to lead to me being content or, just okay with something that's not the best thing for me.
Right.
That's just my thought process.
Hey, I know one thing. Hold on. to check on him.
Then drop them drawers. I know what you want. I ask myself, is this shit real? I contemplate about how I feel, but you make it way too hard to think that this could be what you loving. It took a lot of hard shit just to learn how not to break down and stop, babe. No matter what I've seen in the past, I won't let it impact how we grow now, baby. But I can't let it slip away, drift away, can go to waste. I say it straight to your face, won't contemplate. You got to play that, babe. I don't wanna wait another minute for you. I know you got me falling from the ceiling for you. Knew it from the start, there was no limit to you. And I'm catching feelings, baby.
I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night. Hello, stranger. It's been a minute since we last kicked it. And by the way, just got in town, and I won't let cumulus clouds all in the sky ruin my vibe. Usually I don't do this often, but since recruiting isn't an option due to unusual rain and thunder, baby, I wonder, would you just put your sweats on for me? Yeah. I got the plug, I made the call for me. I'm talking late night for you. Let me lay a great time on you. Don't hesitate, no, don't you? Just say you will. Come through and chill. Just say you will. Come through and chill.
With you tonight is on an island. It's about time we're waking up. Found you wasn't with me waking up. Now you for said I couldn't miss your touch. I needed to distance myself from you. Oh, just to know you want you. So come close, won't you? Can I tell you something for what it's worth? We've been having it like on nothing. Take you there, show you something, give you more than words. We've been having it like on nothing. Take you there, won't you? Fill me up till my cup's overflowing. I'm so anxious just to feel the silence. It's so quiet, but I hear you saying to me, baby, said our time we're making up time. The times you wasn't with me waking up. Now you never said I couldn't let you touch. I needed to distance myself from you. Oh, just to know you want you. So come close, won't you? Can I tell you something for what it's worth? We've been having it like on nothing. Take you there, take
Trapping like the narco. Got dope like Pablo. Cut dope like Pablo. Chop trees with the Draco. On the north got Diego. Say hasta luego. We'll be in rapping kilo.